Well, we're leaving Arizona. It feels really good. I've been here for a few months. I had to come back to Arizona to take care of some business. I had to sell off all of my belongings that I can't take with me. So clean out the trailer, sell the trailer, the little cargo trailer. Had to do all my vehicle registration and stuff like that. And so heading east, heading out to New Mexico today, feels pretty good to have nothing that I own except what I'm carrying. And yes, it may be a big, nice luxury fifth wheel with the storage and all that, but it's everything I have is with me on the road right now. When I'm driving on a long trip and towing, I always drive slower than everybody else. So I drive at least 5 miles per hour below the speed limit because I hate competing. You know, there's some cars, they want to go faster than you if you come up to them, or you know, I don't like getting stuck behind other slow vehicles, so I kind of like to be one of those slow vehicles, as frustrating as those people are. And so right now I'm going 106 kilometers per hour. Somehow, I don't know, I must have done it accidentally. I've switched my readouts to kilometers instead of miles. So anyway, I know I'm going roughly the speed limit. I mean, I can see the actual miles. There's a digital and an analog one. And I can see right now I'm averaging 13.5 miles per gallon on this trip so far. So that's pretty awesome. Got about a 3-hour drive today. It's significantly longer than I like, but it's a good stopping point until the next destination. I keep getting asked what mileage I get in my truck when I'm towing. I've gone over it before, but for those who may have not heard, my truck gets better gas mileage than my Class A did. My Class A got 8 while towing, maybe even less. And my truck gets 9 to 10, which is pretty cool. So it depends, you know, if it's a lot of ups and downs, or if I do shorter miles with more stops, of course that gets less gas mileage. So I try to not stop when I'm driving and, you know, try to get the best gas mileage. But so far it's been pretty good. And, you know something, when I got my diesel truck, and I'd never had a diesel vehicle before, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get a diesel magnet and, you know, to remind myself, but I haven't yet even caught myself thinking I need gas. I'm always looking for the pumps with 2, you know, or the green. So, well, we're stopping at the Petrified Forest National Park. It's gonna be Pearl's 2nd national park. This will be Chase's 9th national park. And there's a visitor center where you can park your RV and take a car off. Well, we're actually just gonna go together in Bobby's RV, leave mine here, because you just come right back out. We're going up to the Painted Desert. There's like a Painted Desert and a Petrified Forest. So we're just going to the closer one off the road. But he's having some trouble getting his generator going. Hey Bobby, did you set your elevation?
Huh?
Did you set the elevation?
Yeah.
Dang.
It just needs oil.
Just needed some oil, huh?
Yeah, a little low. And it feels quite warm in here, and it's, what, 95, 96 degrees out?
96 or 7, yeah.
And I wanted to check the altitude lean setting on it, and
yeah, because we're probably at 6,000.
yeah, we're back. We got down to 5,000 in between Flagstaff and, I should say, after leaving the Twin Arrows casino area, it went down to 5,000, and I think we're back up to 6,000 here.
Okay. The ease of not having to drive. It's pretty fun being a passenger, and much less stressful. This is my 2nd time riding in Bobby's RV. First time was in Montana when he had to leave the car up north. And the dogs love it. Chasey Wacy? Pearl? So you can kind of see easily and briefly what happened. Layers, chopped down a little bit more, and now that. What do you think, Bobby?
It's always breathtaking. I just love it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it's very unique. Very different. I mean, it's not completely opposite from Glacier National Park, for example, right?
Absolutely. You know, more dinosaur bones are found here than anywhere else in the world.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Look at that one single cloud out there. No other clouds in the sky. Oh, never mind. There's some over there. There's some clouds. Much more fun while you're eating ice cream. Favorite flavor, mint chocolate chip. So what were you saying about how this was formed, or what happened with the petrified wood?
Oh, as far as the Petrified Forest goes, you see this river down there?
Yeah.
It's probably dry, but
yes, it's definitely dry.
all the trees upstream from here, I guess when the Ice Age began to melt, they had all the glacial melt and everything. It washed all the trees down this river. Well, if you look down there, they collected down there, all the trees did.
Uh-huh.
And eventually, you can see all these dead volcanoes, they were covered in ash. And through erosion and just the chemicals.
I'm going to have to cut out a lot of us.
Yeah. Why don't you start over?
Or we could just have them watch your video for the explanation. Or just Google it.
No.
Thank you for that, Bobby. But let's hear that in Wikipedia terms. And no wind. During the late Triassic period, downed trees accumulating in river channels in what became the park nowadays were buried periodically by sediment-containing volcanic ash. Groundwater dissolved silica from the ash and carried it into the logs, where it formed quartz crystals that gradually replaced the organic matter. Traces of iron oxide and other substances combined with the silica to create varied colors in the petrified wood. You can see how wide the river was. Kind of the yellow area would be the whole river bed. This is really wide, and the river even went up there, all up there. So it was a really big river at the time. There's the Porco River that runs through the park. It's bone dry right now, but probably during monsoons and maybe in the spring, a little bit of water in there. It's always really pretty leaving Arizona on the 40 and headed into New Mexico. Such pretty scenery around here. If you have never been to New Mexico or northern Arizona, there's something really special about the high altitude energy. I don't even know what to call it, but it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's different than going to the same elevation like, you know, in Colorado or something like that. It's just, there's something very magical almost about the Southwest, and especially the higher elevations. Not only that, but, you know, there's always cool rock art, there's cool historical resources, you know, like arrowheads and things like that. Just a really cool place. I've always loved the Southwest. We have arrived at Red Rock State Park in Gallup, New Mexico. Why do they call it Red Rock? I don't know. But it is so pretty here. I had no idea. It slightly rivals Sedona, but on a much smaller scale, but less people. Really pretty park so far. Pearl was letting me know there was something outside the window today, and she was right. Well, it's time to head out of Gallup and head a little bit farther on to east of Albuquerque in the Sandia Mountains, where it's nice and cool this time of year.